I was wrong, y'all. I was. Damn sure was. I was wrong about my machine being able to push one of these. Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's late, man. It's 10:30. It rains, so I was trying to wait and let some of the rain dry up a little bit because it ain't supposed to rain anymore. So by now, y'all have seen the video that I put out last night about the mulcher. And then I put another little video together of me prepping it for, you know, the American use. Because it comes with not compatible plug-ins and all that. And all that stuff costs a lot of money. You got to factor all that in when you buy one. Oh, it's a great deal, you know. Yeah, but if you got to spend another $3,000 to get it to work with your machine, I don't know. We're gonna see if it's a great deal. I don't know if it's a great deal or not yet. It seems like, I mean, the thing seems pretty stout, pretty well made. But I had, you know, I hooked it up last night and no problem, plugged it right in, blah, blah, blah. And then today, this morning, I had to unhook it because I want to put my grapple bucket on the trailer. So I had to unhook from the mulcher. And I just grabbed the grapple. I didn't hook it up or nothing, just grabbed the grapple and put it on the front of the trailer. And then went back to the mulcher and grabbed it. And I was trying to plug it in. And the female went on there really easy. I couldn't get the male on. Well, radio, don't you got pressure release on the machine? Yeah, I do. And I hit them, but it wasn't the machine. And I knew it wasn't because the other one went on there so easy. What it was the pressure in the attachment. So day one, I'm just keeping it 100. So day one, I already had to take the fitting off the end, you know, and let some of the hydraulic fluid out of the attachment on the male end of the mulcher. And then when all I did was just loosen it up a little bit, let a little fluid drip out, and then tighten it back up with my wrenches, blah, blah. And yeah, and it plugged right on there. So, you know, little things like that, I'll run into that kind of thing a lot more than what you might think. With the attachments that really create a lot of rotations and stuff. Like the stump grinder, it's the same. I run into that a lot on the stump grinder too. So we're pulling it with the Aardvark, a tilt trailer, 24-foot tilt trailer, easy peasy. See, everything is led up to this, you know, and then 5 years from now, it'll be leading up to something else if I'm still around. So, I don't know, man. Y'all never know. But there's quite a few things I had to do, and it was going to make the video really long for me to show all that in the regular video last night. So, them boys doing some work right there, man. Damn. Having this damn tilt trailer is so sweet, man. It just makes everything so easy, man. And it pulls real good too. But you know, I'm just gonna go over here and play around for a little bit, man. It's kind of wet, and it's Saturday, and yeah, I just want to kind of, you know, well, I want to get a video of it brand new. I want to show what it can do or what it can't do. We're gonna see how tough it is. Yeah. If I couldn't have got the hydraulic lines yesterday afternoon, I'd have been really upset. Because I'd be looking at that mulcher all weekend and not be able to do nothing. But I got it all greased. There's got to be a better way. And any of you guys got any suggestions, leave me a link or something, man, to where to get to that that grease fitting there behind the damn. I mean, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Does that mean you don't grease it that often? Is that what that means? You know, I don't know, man. So we're gonna go on the top off the Kubota. Yeah, they got a bunch of kids up here damn washing vehicles. Well, I bet you they can damn. There's 25 kids up here washing vehicles, man. Man, you put 4 or 5 kids on the vehicle, man, then you gonna get that thing washed quick. So I just pulled up over here to the bamboo site. We're fixing to try a mulcher out. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna mulch down, but we're gonna find there's plenty of stuff over here to get into. There's an area that he wants me to clear, but I don't know that I want to do it with the mulcher off the muscle because there's I think there's some wire and stuff in there. And I'm not trying to get, I just want to try it out, take it easy on it and kind of see what it can do. And then just kind of build up because I don't know anything about them. I don't even know the proper procedure to mulch. Run up to it and I don't know. I don't know if I need to tilt up, tilt down, leave it flat. I don't know. Whatever is the minimal wear on the attachment is what I will eventually do. I'm not saying I'll do that today, but yeah. Okay, y'all, so this is an area that me and the owner was talking about, getting rid of all the little saplings and leaving all the big trees in here. And there's a lot of stuff on the ground too. Let me clean the lens off. I don't know what kind of good footage I'm gonna be able to get. I'm gonna set y'all up somewhere right along in there because I don't want to tear the camera up or knock it down. Once I get through there, then I'll get on some bigger stuff and I'll put the camera right in front of it. But you see stuff like this, these mulchers are made to pull that in and grind that right up. And that won't be nothing. That's rotten. So, yeah. Yeah, you feel how rotten that shit is? Like that right there. So, yeah, y'all gonna have to be behind the cutter. Well, I'll come right here and cut that down first. I have no technique, no concept of what it takes. That stump in there you see, I'll probably be able to grind that down. I don't know. I don't know. So we're gonna get in here and kind of just get some of the little saplings and some of the stuff that's on the ground and grind it up. And yeah, we'll probably sit this sweet gum right here. Y'all see that? We'll come back to that one right there. I'm gonna go up in the woods right here and just see what it feels like, man. And yes, I do have I got the bulletproof door on here. Any of you guys been watching the channel for a while, y'all know I broke the glass 30 days after I had the machine. The glass broke, and it broke over here. And then I ordered an armor door or whatever it's called. And then Kubota wanted like $3,500 for one. I ordered one off of Amazon and put it in myself for $300. So yeah, that's what I do, man. That's how I roll. Okay, y'all, so initial thoughts on it. It seems to be pretty good. Of course, I'm not a great operator with it yet because, well, I don't know what I don't damn know. I don't want to overwhelm it, and I don't want to break it, and I don't want to tear my machine up, and I don't... There's a whole lot I don't want to, you know. So me and him were just talking, and I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to get that tree right there that you see. The tree beside that pine tree. The tree right there, a couple of them on the power line there, and then I'm going to take it down on the edge of the power line, and there's some big pine trees that have been sitting. How long them trees been down? About 5 years?
Probably.
Big pine trees have been down about 5 years, and they're big, so I could probably grind them up pretty easy, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna get in here and get all this. I don't know how good it does on green, but I'm sure it'll do it. I mean, the machine's not struggling at all or anything, so, but I'm taking it easy. I'm babying it because I don't know the limitations. Okay, y'all see what it's doing now. I don't have any method down, and I did hit a rock or two over here. So let's check out the head here and see. There's a way to do this, and I don't know it. So, but everything looks pretty good on here. Yeah, man. Let's just take a look at the teeth. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. They look pretty good, man. I mean, them teeth are freaking, damn, they're gnarly, man. You know, I'm just feeling for heat, man. I want to make sure there's nothing is getting too hot That's the biggest thing to me with any attachment when I first get it. I want to make sure that it's greased everywhere, and I didn't get no owner's manual with this, so I'm having to kind of just play it by ear. But these teeth are really stout, man. I don't know what they cost, but I'll look them up and see. They look pretty easy to change out though. But everything, I mean, and if you think about getting one of these and you don't have a damn fiberglass door, you'll get one pretty quick because you'll have to replace the glass. Because there's some shit that hit this that when I was up high right there, there's some stuff that'll hit this armor glass. Boy, and it hitting hard too, man. I was scared there for a minute that something was going to come through the window. You got to get the method down, you know, tilting it and all that. Like, you know, I don't have anything to compare it to, right? I mean, I have nothing to compare it to. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I just don't want to tear nothing up, and I want to make money. So I'm going to take my time, and yeah. So I'm probably going to have to let the camera cool down because it doesn't want to take a charge when it gets hot. So this looks pretty good right here though, where I have you know, 15 minutes. But see, I don't know the ground. The ground is real. If we were on flat ground, oh man. And you have to learn how to gauge. I can't see the end of it, so that's going to take some practice, you know. But it's holding up really good. So far, so good. But y'all see, I haven't really been hardcore with it. Yeah, man, it's stout, man, for sure. See, I wasn't trying to put no mess out here, but I did because I don't know what I'm doing, right? So I need to drag this back over there and then grind it down. I kind of like it better for the big stuff if it's in the air, like, you know, the tree. Because with the big stuff, if it's on the ground, it will sling it right behind the machine. And that y'all probably saw that right here better than I did. Now, see these big pine trees right here? But you see that wire? That's why I'm not over here. I wonder if I'd like to be able to roll one of these out just a little bit and then straddle it and then try to grind it down and see how it does. Well, damn, Ray, that's big shit. But it doesn't really matter how big the wood is. It's really all about how much you're going to take off at a time. It could be a freaking 10-foot log, and I could cut it so, you know, so slow and so a little bit off at a time that it's not going to wear nothing out. Of course, you know, you got to weigh that against if you're making money or not too. So, but we're in testing phase. I'm going to charge for what I'm doing today. Don't get me wrong, I have to, because of well, I spent a bunch of money, you know, yesterday. I need to get some of my money back. But when you look at that thing right there, boy, it's looking good, ain't it? Damn, that thing looks good. But like this little cluster here, I'd like to take a few of those out. And that's another thing I like about that 50-inch. That 50-inch will well, you can get into some tight places. But this is your nightmare right here. Look at that. You don't want that. Okay, y'all. We're going to see what we can do with that. I don't know what we can or can't do. Damn, bro, you pushing it. Well, that's pretty soft right there. So we're going to see. I got to know what the limitations are here. Okay, y'all, I thought I done tore the thing up, man. So, it was running really good, and then it stopped. And this is why. Look, see that? You ain't gonna, and it spins that way. You're not gonna be able to, so I think that if I just back it off like that, that did it, see? And that'll stop it. But you got to recognize it before you blow something, break something. I thought, and I'm assuming that that's it. That looks like it. That's the only thing that it could be, because it was getting fluid, because I could hear the bog down. Man, this thing right here, y'all, is freaking something else, y'all. It really is. I don't even know. I mean, dude. I am, and the owner over here, he's like, unbelievable. Y'all see it grind down that pine tree? As long as you don't overdo it. But the thing about it, what I like about it, is it got it where it's perfect. I mean, this is the perfect attachment for this machine. And okay, y'all, okay. I'll admit, y'all, I was wrong. Y'all. I was. Damn sure was. I was wrong about my machine being able to push one of these. Dead ass wrong. You know, I didn't know what I didn't know. I was just afraid to buy one, and my machine barely run it. I know my machine would run one, but, you know, barely. This one being 50 inches is the critical. And of course, this is a pretty new machine. I got 600 something hours on it. And the owner, me and the owner, we were talking just a minute ago, and he's like, dude, you know, he's just like me. I'm like, man, I can't believe how, because, you know, you guys that have been following the channel for a while, y'all know that me and the owner over here, we've been friends since he was in high school. And since I started my business, and he did work with me some too. He worked with me for a summer or two. I can't remember, but we've got a long-term relationship, and so he's not really like a customer. And you know, I mean, he pays me. Don't get me wrong, but I try not to really charge him hardcore, because without him and this property here, everything that you guys have see here, I wouldn't have the opportunity to learn how to do what I know, what I'm learning how to do. Not just with this mulching head or whatever, but with a skid in general. Because I would have been really scared to buy a skid if I couldn't, you know, do anything with it, because I don't have no land, man. I'm not a big landowner, and I've done so much work over here, and some of it for really good money, some of it not so much, some of it, you know, a learning phase, you know, some of it really cheap, and then sometimes expensive. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you have a skid or think about buying a skid, you need to have a place where you can practice at. I said it. Fuck that, Ray. I need to make money with it. I get that. That's why you don't go out on your first skid and buy a skid that requires you to go in debt, unless you know a lot about. I had no experience on skids when I bought my Bobcat T190. I had so, but you see the relationships that I have. The relationship with the guy I bought the T190 off of. He's the one that bought the T190 back from me, and he's the one that sold me this. And you see that I nurture relationships is what I'm saying. And this relationship over here, you know, all this was woods right here, y'all. This was stumps and woods. Everything that you see right here, you could not see over it. I got videos, if you look back, where, yeah. But I'm really stoked with this thing. I really am. I'm debating on whether I want to take the machine home or just leave it over here. I think I'd just rather just leave it over here, man. Trailer and all. But all this green that you see in here, we're going to brush cut all this. But before I do that, me and the owner were talking, and we think that what we ought to do is grab the you know, the big hunks that we got. They're laying everywhere, all over the place, from where they cut on the power line, and you know, just, well, don't have no way to get rid of nothing. Too big to drag, or, you know, but me and him was thinking, shoot, we can make a pile somewhere, and then this machine can just go to that pile and grind it up into chips. Because one thing, there's a couple things that I need to really learn. One of those is I don't understand how it's turning this way, right? And so when you get up on a log, if it ain't real heavy or attached to something, it'll grab it and sling it on the machine. Y'all probably saw that on some of the video. I don't know what kind of video I got over here, but I'm finna dip, man. I'm hungry. Another thing, it doesn't go backwards. So when I hit the button in there to make it go backwards, to maybe spit out whatever was hanging it up, it wouldn't do anything. So that's going to be a feature probably that they have on the high dollar ones that one like this don't have. Another thing that this one does not have is a braking. It doesn't brake as far as when you're wide open and you stop it, it doesn't stop. It takes a minute. You have to just about hit the ground. It ain't like my high dollar power rake. Dude, I can't believe I waited this long to buy one, man. Damn, y'all. Why didn't y'all tell me? I know y'all did. A lot of you guys did. I was wrong. I was wrong. You were right. But I'm going to catch up. I got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the Chinese attachment. We're talking about something that cost, you know, 80% less. Yeah. To buy one of these name brand, you're going to be, you know, at $30,000. So you're talking about 80%, 90% cheaper. Yeah, 80% for sure. So when I always think that, okay, you pay for what you get, right? And you do. If I had a great big skid, I'd probably tear something like this up because it wouldn't be able to take the beating that I would expect it to take. I've been a little bit light on this today. Learning, you always will be, because there ain't no warranty on it. But a lot of people will pay, right? They'll pay for you to go up in the woods behind their house and not necessarily grind the trees down, but grind up what's on the ground. There's money in that, because something that a normal brush cutter can't do. People like to build, I mean, when people have woods and stuff, if they're of the outdoorsy type, they want to, they want to be able to walk through their woods. And when you got big trees laying all on the ground and everything, what can you do? And I'm just learning, so nothing is finished over here. I just came over here to make sure I got everything hooked right, everything is running right, nothing's messed up on it or anything like that. I'm impressed, y'all, to say the least. So far, you know, but you know, it can blow up tomorrow, and you know. But see, today's Saturday. Tomorrow I'll come over here on Sunday, and then see, I'll probably be able to cut some grass on Monday, and basically, you know, use the weekend to make skid money, because every day that I don't cut grass, they're building up. Especially now that we got a little bit of rain, and I'm still earning, right? You know, the yards are building up, and I'm still earning, so I'm not going to miss a beat, and it's kind of designed like that. That's why I was in such a like a madman trying to find one of these things, because I knew I had work. I got another job I could go over there and do too. It don't pay as much. It don't pay that great, but it'll pay, you know, probably $1,200. Yeah, and not have to haul nothing off. That is a whole nother freaking ball game where I can get money. The reason why there's two jobs that I got where they want me to do some brush cutting, but the reason why they haven't is because they can't get past the $400 dumpster, $450 dumpster fee, and then the logistics of getting a dumpster, and then they got to pay me, and it's like, man, it gets on up there, you know, $2,000 or so a day, and now they can just pay me the 14. Yeah. And you got to make yourself be able to do more. This right here beats hauling stuff off all freaking day long. Yeah, you can make a property look really nice.